We have got a two-day tournament featuring teams from the Rio Grande Valley area. Already on the field is Edinburg taking on the STX Stealth. And right out of the gate, we had the two teams on the field, and STX Health will be in the black uniforms, and Edinburg will be in the blue. I'm Joe Bowling, Alex Espinoza with me. Rudy Zamaripa is going to be on the camera training Nathan, where right now we have got the teams on the field. First play on the running clock of 25 minutes, a deep ball down the right-hand side up for grabs. It's caught, touchdown, out of the gate for the Stealth.
An unbelievable catch over there by Tijerina. Good streak and an awesome throw. A perfect sinking connection. Unbelievable play on the first play. Just similar to what happened earlier before we came into the broadcast, the Edinburg Bobcats had also scored on their first play of the touchdown. So it's going to be fascinating to see how both offenses are going to play catch up against one another.
6-6. There's been two plays from scrimmage, and both of them result in a touchdown. Let's take a look at the replay on the touchdown that was scored.
And when you look at that touchdown, it wasn't exactly the perfect spiral, but very well done. And on this one, an incomplete pass.
Another pass incomplete right there. Brings up second down. This is a running clock straight through 25 minutes. This is pool play throughout the day today, and then we'll get into the bracket play, which is tomorrow. I'm with you for a little bit. Alex Espinoza, Kevin Naro, and Jacob Young will be here. I just got a message that he's en route, so we'll have a multitude of announcers for you today. And then Rudy and I will be making our way to Round Rock for women's full contact football. That is this evening. Pass play right-hand side. That's completed. And the Edinburg team scored on their first play, Alex, and this time a more methodical approach to coming downhill.
Well, not every play can result in a touchdown. Sometimes you just got to be conservative, plan, and work with the clock accordingly. Edinburg right here just trying to run down the clock, get the first down as fast as possible. Unbelievable catch by Dylan Garza from the sideline to bring up first down for the Bobcats.
Again, Alex will be taking the reins on play-by-play here momentarily. I'm just a token announcer right now to get things rolling.
And always good to have you around, Joe.
Pass play, looking, and just under the 4-second count. That's incomplete. And so now the STX Stealth will have an opportunity to get a stop here, and then they'll take control of this lead, which so often in 7-on-7, if you can get the other team chasing, then you're in a good spot.
Exactly, and the biggest factor will be turnovers at this point also, because a turnover will really help your team a lot in being able to score more points and helping that offense play catch-up.
Pass play in the end zone, man. There, caught, touchdown. Well, check that, that's picked off. Picked off by Edinburg. Was that a score, Alex?
I believe that was a touchdown,
and I was
sir.
looking
Yes,
down and
that
looked
was
straight
Edinburg.
up into the sun. Edinburg scores the
Yes,
points.
sir.
Should have stuck with my highlight. I was right there on it.
And it was a good play, though, no doubt about it. It was a streak pass, Hail Mary, and single coverage between the safety and the receiver. That was Garza with his touchdown of the game, and he was just able to get that separation. Unbelievable throw by the quarterback to be able to get it into the end zone near the corner for that touchdown.
Now the Stealth with the ball. They'll swing a pass left-hand side. That's incomplete, or right side, that is, incomplete. Alex has some rosters. There are some numbers on a lot of these teams, are thanks to the individuals that were assisting us in getting the names and rosters to us. Right now our score, we're putting 6 points for each score. They're not doing any extra points. That may change to 7. I'll talk with George Mata a little bit later on the scoring. Right now it's 2 scores to 1 if you just want to absolutely go with scores. Over the middle, that is picked off, and what a play for Edinburg.
Great effort by Edinburg, and good eye coverage, good eye observation by the safety for the Edinburg Bobcats. Kept an eye on the quarterback, knowing he was going to go for the inside seam route, and able to pick it off. Good effort, athletic ability in being able to grab onto the ball, leap into the air, and just roll over to the ground and still keep the ball without having it touch the ground at all.
Our camera operators are trying to keep this in frame. I need Rudy on the camera for the first game completely while he's training, and then we'll have that done. Stealth with the defense now on the field. Edinburg trying to go over the top, got a man there, and It's caught. Touchdown for Edinburgh.
And what an unbelievable beat. That was the fast, that was just unbelievable. That was just complete speed by Edinburgh Bobcats, being able to outrun the whole defense. He was by himself. Of course, there was one safety that was probably about 5 yards away from him, but that's too much. That's too far away if you're trying to beat him in coverage.
See if we can look at this play on this touchdown strike.
And that was probably the fastest pass I've seen. That was about 3 seconds. It took him 3 seconds to develop that play.
So a touchdown for Edinburgh. Back to game action, and the Stealth will be on the field. Now the Stealth in a position where they're down 2 scores. There's Jacob Young. Good morning, sir, as he makes the trip over here to Edinburgh. Kevin right now is getting some still shots over there on the side. Stealth looking to throw over the middle. That's going to be caught, and a good gain there. If you go 10 yards or the 15 yards, you get the first down. You can get a couple of possessions on a drive, sustain a drive by getting a couple of first downs. But once you get it inside that last marker, then it's a end zone or bust. There is no punting in this 7-on-7, and it is a running clock. And we are roughly on target with the clock that's running right now. That's never scientific because there's always seems to be a difference. Even though they say it's a running clock, it's not going to stop. I've never done one in which it started and stopped at the exact time when our clock went off. So,
well, hopefully our luck will stay with us this time, and we will be able to stay in sync with the clock. The good news is that no matter what, we have the ref signals, and we'll know how much time there is left. This is a 25-minute continuous clock. No timeouts, and that's what no timeouts, and that is, and neither nor pauses for the change of possessions.
Alex Espinoza is with me. I'm Joe Bowling with you here on Rio Sports Live. Kevin Nara will be here a little bit later on the mic, and Jacob Young will be taking the reins as well to bring you coverage of this 7-on-7, which again is it's the only option right now for the football players in the area, and there are no fans at this facility, which makes it for a quiet venue while we're here. Stealth looking to throw again just outside the 15-yard line. That's a corner of the end zone opportunity, and 6 points on the board.
Well, that was a close call right there. Almost looked like he was out of bounds, but he was able to get that 1 foot in. That was Copa with the touchdown catch. And from my point of view, when I was watching that throw, I thought he might have thrown it a little bit far to the left side. But fortunately, David Copa was able to get close enough and stretch just to get that touchdown catch. Great play by the receiving corps. In my opinion right now, if I am the Predators, I would get a turnover right here in order to get the clock back, because right now I don't know if that Bobcat offense is going to stop passing.
Bobcats have been successful, and they've had some one-play drives that have resulted in scores here in this one. Looking for a bundle here. Man back there, open, caught, touchdown again for Edinburgh, and they are lighting it up through the air here tonight with the deep passes.
That is Christian Ramirez right there for his first touchdown of the game, and great pump fake by the quarterback. He tricked the safety into thinking he was going to go around the 10-yard line. That was perfect enough to allow Ramirez to go past the safety and into the end zone. He was wide open. Once again, busted coverage by the Predators.
Take a look at it on the replay, and you'll see just how much separation there was back there.
It might have been a little bit of an exaggeration, but you can probably put a car in between those two kids.
Touchdown there.
And now it's just going to be keep up playing a game of catch up with the offense for the Predators, seeing if they can find a way to score a touchdown here and get a turnover at least in the at the change of possession.
STX Stealth is made up of primarily ball players from Edinburgh North, we're told. There's a short pass. They're down 2 scores now. And so they are going to have to solve the riddle here in this, right now, high-scoring affair in which Edinburgh is on top by the 2 scores. They, too, have shown the ability to score. There's yards after the catch, and that's going to be a score, or was he held up? No, they said he was touched.
They will call him down. He is in the red zone, and that'll be a first down. That should be a first and goal now, so it's going to be do or die here for XTS for Stealth, as they're going to need to score in these next 4 downs.
Stealth will need to score. Then they're going to need to stop at some point in time to right the ship. Over the middle there, that's tip nearly picked off.
And right there, quarterback Ryan Cloth was just trying to find the check down for the pass. As you know, as you mentioned, Joe, 4 seconds, otherwise it counts as a sack. And Cloth trying to find an open receiver. He had a check down the middle, but that defense of Edinburgh is just putting up a lot of pressure on the receiving core.
Back to throw again on second down. They'll check that down. It's an incomplete pass. And now third down coming up. And now the Edinburgh defense is clamping down on this STX stealth team. Games going on throughout the day, concluding with a 1 o'clock contest. We're on one field. There's a second field going on, but again, because of limitations with crews and equipment, we are blanketing this field. Tomorrow we'll be on the field where the Ultimate Championship will be played. Next game here on this field appears to be the Predators versus the Stealth. So the Stealth will be on the field again, back-to-back games. Incomplete pass, nearly contact made. And, Alex, it's a no-contact 7-on-7, but that was nearly a major collision.
Had it been a major collision, it would have resulted in a flag. See the quarterback for Stealth wanting a flag from the official. No flag, as the safety for Bobcats was trying to tip the ball away, well, technically push it away from the receiver. Had the receiver had his 2 hands on it and no safety right behind it, would have been a touchdown.
That'll go as a stop for the Edinburgh defense. And so now with a pick earlier and a stop and now a third stop, they are in total control of this ballgame. We're halfway through it as far as the running clock of the 25 minutes.
And now they have a chance at possibly scoring another touchdown to make it a 3-score game.
Again, quarterback has shown the ability to go with the deep ball over the top of this defense at times. And so you have to respect that. You start backpedaling from the word go, and he can do just that right there. Those short deliveries, and you can just get completion, and be in position to score. So really the Edinburgh offense is on sync here early morning.
And I tell you what, it looks like right now Edinburgh's probably going to play a little bit more of run down the clock. If we get another short pass here, it's a sign that they're just going to run down the clock with the big lead they have already. They'll try to score, but they're going to try and do it a little bit slower.
That catch is made in traffic over there on the right side, and Edinburgh continues to move the ball downfield.
And Dylan Garza with his 3rd reception of the game. He already has he already has 1 touchdown in this match. And Garza, something I noticed about him too. Aside from playing receiver, he also plays a little bit of defense. In the last possession for the Stealth, we saw Garza coming in at corner after the starting corner had what looked to be a little bit of a quad injury. Right now he was back on the sideline. We'll hope everything's okay with him.
This is in the end zone, and that's 6 more for Edinburgh, and they are making it look easy here today.
And a good out route by Christian Ramirez to be able to get close into the end zone, corner of the end zone, bottom corner of the end zone for that touchdown. Notice how the defense was focusing a lot more on Garza because of the last catch he made. Unbelievable man catch, grabbing it, leaping in the air, and knowing that he was probably going to get touched and someone's going to try and take the ball away from him, he still held on to it. Amazing job by this offense. It's a great game by the Edinburgh Bobcats. It's amazing offense on what they're showing. We do hope that they'll be able to show this in the regular season game as the season comes in the coming few weeks. We are not sure what's going to be happening later on in the future with the pandemic currently going on. You can see right now that a lot of the team players are wearing masks and maintaining that social distancing. Quick pass to the left, and that's going to be incomplete, intended for the wide receiver, Abraham Alviso, and that'll make it a...
Hang on, Alex, let me help you with some communication here. This is what happens in the early morning when we have stuff handed to us at the last second. This is Mission Vets, the blue team, and the Predators, the black. I think you've got the names going right.
Well, thank you, Joe. Appreciate that, and that's a good thing. I do have the roster with me, Mission Vets. I do apologize for all the fans
Same here.
I do apologize for all the fans for the miscommunication. Fortunately, Joe was able to give me that update, and I can provide now we can provide better, accurate information regarding this match.
Scoreboard has also been changed, and so the score reflects that Mission Vets is the team we've been calling Edinburgh. They're in the blue, and they have been lighting it up through the air. Predators with some pressure, and that's going to be a sack, and that is rare in 7-on-7 that you can get the pressure up the middle. And another stop is forced, and Mission Vets offense will step on the field yet again.
That'll mark the third turnover by Stealth, the second time that it's turnover on downs. And now with Mission Vets back in the field, we'll see how the offense continues to score. Clock will continue to run down as the game goes on, despite any change in the offense or change in defense. And it looks like Mission Vets changing quarterbacks, going around with the backup.
And again, I appreciate you chiming in here on the broadcast, letting us know what's up as far as what you can see. Again, we were just out there looking at a team, and there's another pass. There's another completion. And how about that? Mission Vets scores again.
And this time with the correct roster, it's A.J. Gonzalez with that touchdown catch. That marks his second touchdown of the game for him. And that was fast. That's the third time, I believe, that they've done a one-play touchdown?
At least the third one-play drive resulting in points for this Mission Vets team.
And we got to also give props to the quarterback for this game. This is some accurate passing we're seeing. It's the coverage that the Stealth is showing. It's tight coverage. It's a tough one to beat, but the best way to beat it is to have that receiver that you have a connection to, and it works perfectly with Mission Vets.
So that means our second game here on this field should be Edinburgh. We'll get them on the field against Mission Vets. So Mission Vets looks like they're going to stay on the field after this one concludes. That's an incomplete pass. A lot of contact on that play, and no flag is thrown.
I think the officials are going to try and keep it just as how it would have been in football, but with just the minimum contact that they can allow. That one wasn't exactly wasn't extreme contact. It was more of I would discuss it as a shoving, but not enough to warrant a flag.
We're in the first game here today. There's games at 8, and then we go right down the line. They're scheduling them every half hour. So it'll be bang, 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 bang. We'll go right from one game to the next as we continue to cover it here.
And hopefully we get some explosive offenses on all these games here, because right now this game is a really good one. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the passing. I'm enjoying seeing how these players are developing. And with some of these players that have had minimum training because of the pandemic, it's amazing to see them coming in here, playing on the field, just trying to practice and get themselves ready for the football season.
And I know there are some high school football coaches that are keeping tracks of what their players are doing. They can't get on the field and do any participation in practice just yet. And I know that first and foremost they want them to remain healthy. And I know there's some extreme social distancing attempts being made here. I know they were not going to allow fans in the stands, and that's the case. We're out here isolated in our own little complete bleacher area for our crew. And the second part of this is coaches don't want to see a player limping with a hamstring or anything like that before they can even get their chance to put their teams on the field and start to prepare for at best an odd 2020 football season, which we're going to be dealing with this year.
And it will be a fascinating one. If no fans are allowed during the football games, if they're not allowed, then that just means that they'll need more people for streaming to help out in streaming and broadcasting these games. And thankfully, Rio Sports Live is here to be able to help out with those events. We'll be taking any opportunities that we can for any football games that fans want broadcast.
Predators look to throw underneath. That's picked off, and that is a pick six for Mission Vets. The defense steps up yet again.
Pedro Salinas with the pick six and another score for Mission Veterans. That makes it
42-12.
42-12. That's, oh gosh.
That's
a big lead right there.
That is a lot of points on the board when you're talking about 7-on-7 football. We'll take a look at the replay here. You can see the defense right there to pick that off.
And a little underthrown. It was underthrown by the quarterback for Stealth, and that's what allowed the corner to be able to pick it off. He undercutted the receiver, beats him to the ball, takes it away, and just immediately runs for it. With all the momentum on his side, he was able to go all the way for that touchdown.
That's your final score. Mission Vets wins this one 42-12. That's going to wrap it up. Again, we've got limited time in between games. Coming up, another game from 7-on-7 in Edinburg. This is Rio Sports Live. Hope you enjoyed this one. So long.